Thank you, Mr. President. I would like to start by thanking SRSG and Head of MINUSMA, Mr. Anadith, for his insightful briefing on the political and security situation in Mali and on the activities of MINUSMA. I express my delegation's condolences over the recent unfortunate deaths of Malian defense personnel, MINUSMA peacekeepers, and French soldiers. We should not lose sight of the fact that the seeds of the crisis in Mali were sown in the Libyan conflict in 2011. The return of fighters to northern Mali and proliferation of weapons out of Libya contributed to the Tuareg rebellion in the north. The main reason for the coup d'etat and the overthrow of the civilian government in 2012 was the alleged mishandling of the situation in northern Mali. The situation further worsened due to the offensive and terrorist and extremist armed groups in southern Mali in early 2013. MINUSMA took over from AFISMA only in July 2013. Despite MINUSMA's presence for nearly 8 years and the efforts of the international community, particularly that of France, Mali is still witnessing a repeat of same set of events of 2012. The political situation remains precarious. The Malian government is facing capacity issues. Security situation in central and northern Mali remains worrisome. Terrorist groups such as the Jama Nusrat ul-Islam wal al-Muslimin and the Islamic State in Greater Sahara are growing in strength. Attacks against civilians, MINUSMA, Malian and international forces, and humanitarian agencies are continuing unabated. Mr. President, the political developments in the last 3 months in Mali provide reasons for cautious optimism. The appointment of the civilian president and prime minister, the formation of the transitional government, issuance of transitional charter and roadmap, and constitution of a 121-member National Transition Council are welcome developments. The transitional government has also shown commitment to advance the implementation of the peace agreement and has accommodated stakeholders from the north in the National Transition Council. Implementation of the peace agreement is critical for stability in the north. Addressing issues concerning central Mali deserve an equally close attention of the authorities. Progress on institutional, political, and electoral reforms is needed to achieve the ambitious target of holding elections by the end of the 18th month transition period. Recommendations of the National Inclusive Dialogue provide a basis to build consensus around issues of national importance. We welcome the setting up of a transitional support group by the AU and a follow-up committee by ECOWAS and hope that there will be positive progress in the coming months. Re-establishing state presence and state authority is fundamental to achieving peace and stability in Mali. The international community should support Mali in its efforts towards effective restoration of state institutions, civil administration, and judicial entities. Towards this end, necessary training and capacity building of the civilian establishment, as well as support for ongoing DDR process, will be important. The operations of the Malian defense and security forces require constant support from MINUSMA. We have taken note of the SG's update on MINUSMA's operations, the security challenges and transition plan, including a possible exit strategy. MINUSMA is playing an important role in stabilizing the security situation in Mali through its political and military support to the peace process, along with its confidence-building measures. We applaud the efforts of MINUSMA peacekeepers who are functioning under complex and difficult circumstances. For MINUSMA to carry out its mandate effectively, it must also be adequately resourced. The quest for more with scarce resources will be counterproductive. I would like to inform that my government will consider positively the SG's proposal for deployment of air assets in MINUSMA. India had also previously contributed $1 million to the AFISMA fund. The menace of terrorism cannot be tackled alone by Mali or any one single state in the Sahel region. The joint force of the Group of Five requires more robust support from the Council and from the international community. We support the mediation role of ECOWAS and the African Union in the process towards the restoration of the constitutional order. The SRSG should continue to work closely with ECOWAS and AU in extending all possible assistance to the transitional government during the transition period. Mr. President, India believes that continuing support of the international community for Mali is extremely critical at this point in time. For its part, India has extended $353 million worth of lines of credit for various developmental projects in Mali. India also offers a significant number of training slots for Malian officials under its Technical and Economic Cooperation Training Program. Mali is also one of the beneficiaries of India's duty-free trade preference scheme, enjoying zero duty on nearly 95% of Malian exports to India. Earlier this year, India provided critical medicines to Mali to support the country in its effort to fight the COVID-19 pandemic. India also extends its full support to Mali's transitional government following its recognition by ECOWAS and the AU. India also supported Mali's continued membership of the Governing Council of the Community of Democracies. In conclusion, Mr. President, I would like to reiterate India's commitment to support Mali to overcome the present political and security crisis. I thank you.